Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, Michael Jordan had 2 triples in the game as the Rays downed the Nationals 25-0. He also extended his hitting streak to 16 games. Jim Rice had 3 hits in the contest, leading the Bo Sox to the win over the rival Yankees 9-8. In other news from the Bronx, right fielder Paul O'Neill has been placed with an egg fracture. The Baltimore Orioles brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-4. The Detroit Tigers finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 11-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. In other Tigers news, second baseman number 42 is headed to the injured list for at least the next 10 days. Diagnosis says it's a pulled hamstring. Eddie Guardado earned his first victory of the season, leading Minnesota past the Royals 5-4. In other Twins currently listed as day-to-day, he's dealing with a strained pectoral muscle. In more news from Kansas City, catcher Rene Martinez has been waived by the organization. Alex Fernandez earned the win, his 4th this season, as the White Sox claimed victory over the A's 3-2. In other athletics news, starting pitcher Tim Hudson is listed as day-to-day but is not expected to see any time on the IL. He's dealing with a sprained elbow. The Seattle Mariners racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 6-5. Steve Carlton got his 3rd win this season, leading the Fightin' Phils over the Mets 3-1. In other news from Philly, closer Brad Lidge will be out of action for a few days according to team reports. He's dealing with a pulled groin. The Pirates smacked 15 team hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 8-1. David Ortiz was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, helping lead the Friars to a win over the Brewers 6-2. Also in Cubs news, left fielder Luis Gonzalez is currently listed as day-to-day. He has a pulled calf muscle. The Atlanta Braves grabbed the 4-game series sweep as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 17-7. It was their 5th straight victory. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Lone Depot Park in Miami. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next, Lefty Grove, a Maryland-born southpaw, will be doing the starting pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
And now here is Jose Reyes. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
First delivery to him. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Now the 2-0. Swing and a line drive. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 17, Keith Hernandez.
And that brings up the former MVP, Keith Hernandez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Here's a look over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Reyes on at first, nobody out. A pitch out, the throw, and just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second for the steal, but it didn't work out.
Two and one. One out, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate, Mike Piazza. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Mets go down quickly. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Al Leiter, a southpaw from New Jersey, gets the starting gig in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Now to the plate, Carl Crawford. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
The 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Killebrew is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 1.
Batting second.
And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's got over 15 runs batted in his last 10 games. Like, that's some kind of a stretch. These opposing pitchers have to figure out a way to keep the guys off base in front of him, or he's going to make it really tough for them.
Into the box now, George Brett, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. At batting average, boy, pushing very close to 400. A dozen home runs and 63 runs batted in. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
The 2-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Michael Jordan.
Striding in is Michael Jordan, hoping to stay hot as he came through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. Still no score. Plate now is Rusty Staub.
The right fielder, Rusty Staub.
Now the first pitch.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
The windup and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Vaughn is there and he'll bring this one in.
Batting fifth.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today.
Right.
And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
To the plate now, David Wright. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. He's got the average at 285 here to start play. 3 homers and 17 RBIs. And he misses again, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Hard hit ball to second. He's right there. And there are 2 away now.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 3, Harmon Killebrew.
Next, here is Harmon Killebrew. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. And now the first pitch. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in will be Anthony Rizzo. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch on its way. Rizzo is really a rare talent in this sport, a true five-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The payoff pitch one more time. Smoke toward the hole, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And you can see that he's had it working here in the first 2 months of the year, currently leading the AL in that category. Up next, Alex Rodriguez, and he's one to watch out for. A 7-game hitting streak coming in. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. First offering, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Rizzo aboard here at first with nobody out. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. The 2-1 home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a swinging bunt. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
So next to bat will be Bryce Harper as we take a look at the splits between April and May. He's set, and the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
And the runner back in standing. Bottom of the second here with no score. There he goes. A pitch out. The throw. And even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So now here is Greg Vaughn looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes set. The 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Beltran gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Rays strand just the one. We'll move to the third with no score. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning. Here's the first pitch. Francisco Lindor is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Brett is there for it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Now to the plate, here is Carlos Beltran, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here's the first pitch to him. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Lau takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
Digging in next, Robinson Cano. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. And now the first pitch.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Third inning, no score. Popped him up. Brett is there. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're back now as the Rays are preparing for their at-bats here in the third inning. And this lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better.
Leading
Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
Martinez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Victor Martinez is in to start things.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. One away.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
At the plate now, Brendan Lau. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
So now to the plate, Carl Crawford. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. And he fouls this one off. One and one, here it comes. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Popped up, and this is going to be a foul ball. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. Striding forward now is the DH, Jose Reyes. He singled first time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Into the wind. Up, here comes the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
the first base.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Keith Hernandez. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Reyes gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a throw over, runners back. The 1-0 home.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And there he goes towards second. In there, now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Well, the offense has been in short supply here tonight, so maybe that bag was aimed at finding another way to generate some runs.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Manny. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. Reined in. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
And now in the box, Mike Piazza. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Rusty Staub is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And that misses 1-1. From the stretch. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
This is on the ground over to first. One there. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Mets lead it 1. Now at the plate here is George Brett. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. The 1-1 home. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
In now, Michael Jordan. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. So stepping in is Anthony Rizzo. Potential tying run for him at third base.
Rizzo.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Comes set with the 0-1. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Alex.
Next to stand in is Alex Rodriguez, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike one, 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
0-2. Here it is. Grounded down the third baseline. And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. A couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back to Miami.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, thanks, Heidi. 2-0 now. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 3, Killebrew.
Next up is Harmon Killebrew. He went down on strikes in his last.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
High and deep to straightaway right. Going back is the right fielder at the track. The wall. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here it comes.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Lined is short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Stepping in now, Carlos Beltran. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball in. In there for a strike, 1-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. On to the bottom of the fifth. It's now 2-1 New York. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney. Leading off the inning, it'll be Bryce Harper, and they could use a spark from him here.
Right.
As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Two and 0 now. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first two pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. And now Greg Vaughn flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. That evens it up, 1-1. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. From the stretch.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
The 2-2 one more time is taken, ball 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
The catcher,
next it'll be Victor Martinez, struck out in his last trip to the plate. From the stretch. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Very weakly on the ground. Harper leads off first with one away. Hit hard back up the middle. To second for one. Over to Hernandez for the inning-ending double play. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant.
Leading off for the Mets, the second baseman.
Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Robinson Cano. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And the 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count, 3-2.
Into the windup and the pitch.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Line down the left field line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Turned on down the line. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The first baseman.
So the next to bat will be Keith Hernandez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. Now at the plate is Mike Piazza. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. So now into the box is Brandon Lau. Struck out in his first at-bat.
The second baseman, Brandon Lau.
And the pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. The throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at 2 on the hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick to cut him down.
Standing in now, Carl Crawford. As he'll ground this one fouled off to the left side. 0 for 2 for him to this point. crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 5, George Brett.
And stepping in, George Brett. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike. Ripped down the first base line. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
At the plate now, Michael Jordan. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. Looks like the pitching coach might want to have a chat here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I agree with it either. Most pitchers, like when they're in a groove, they just want to get back on the bump and compete. Sometimes visits like these are just like a formality.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, 13, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Rodriguez.
Now to bat, Alex Rodriguez. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Jordan over at second. Rizzo on at first with 2 down. Grounder down the line at third. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him and the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rusty Staub. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. One and 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And a slider. Got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but actually a good take. But on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Carmen Killebrew is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And now they've got him in a rundown. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
You know the defense wants that play back. They had him totally picked off when he took off early, but they just couldn't finish him off. We'll see if that comes back to bite him here.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Three and two now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Fouled off. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. And it's fouled away. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And that misses ball four. So it's first and second now with only one away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Francisco Lindor is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
To the left side, but it's well foul. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Carlos Beltran is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Here's the 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
He's set the payoff pitch, and he fouls this one off. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And there's one down now.
The left fielder, number 2.
Now into the box, Greg Vaughn. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot.
Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. David Peterson is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
David Peterson.
So now to the plate, Victor Martinez, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Here's the 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 8.
Stepping in next,
baseman,
Brandon Lau. He was thrown
Brandon.
out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, fellas, not sure if he got the go-ahead from his base coach or not. Can't believe he did, but it looked like he was running in mud right there.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Fouled away.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Now the 0-2. Fouled off.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Just hung in there on that one. The 0-2. In the dirt, did he go around? Yes, he did. And that ends the inning. Mets bullpen. Peter Fairbanks will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Ready to begin the 8th, and set to go is the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Now here's the first offering. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Well, that's just a nice executed pitch right there. To have the confidence to go in, pound it inside. If he's got that, this team's in trouble.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Just above the zone that time. Looked like a misfired sinker.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Mets right now would take a leadoff guy on any way they could get it.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Reyes. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets DH.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I mean, he had to. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt and say he was sitting something off speed. Because to be late on a fastball and a count like that is just unforgivable.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Keith Hernandez. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Jordan is there, 1 away. Long throw to third. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play.
Hey, I like to be aggressive on the base pass, put pressure on the defense, but you better be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to slide safely into third. He wasn't out by very much, but I don't care. You can't be giving up outs at third base.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Into the box now, Mike Piazza. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Here's the 1-0.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Two and 1 to Piazza.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. It is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Carl Crawford. First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning. To the plate now, George Brett, as he'll take a look at ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. From the stretch.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. A bouncer to the left side. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Stepping in now, Michael Jordan, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Here comes the 1-2.
Number 3-hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
The 2-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Yeah, that credit the batter for busting out of the box and hustling down the line instead of getting mad at himself for rolling over on a ground ball. It's little things like that that can change the whole game.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as he'll take a look at his strike on the out 2 in the ball game thus far. And it's fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it to second for 1. Throw to first, not in time, and the go-ahead run is across to score.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Up next for the Rays, Alex Rodriguez. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A pitch out. The throw. And they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base. Rizzo stands at second with 2 gone. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. A couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. 9th inning coming up. It's the Rays 3 and the Mets 2. Nick Anderson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 70, Nick Anderson.
Joey Wendell has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new 3rd baseman.
Joey Wendell.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rusty Staub. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to...
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. A solo shot here to left. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
The 3rd baseman, David.
Into the box, David Wright. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Keeping it down here as it's to 1 and 2. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Fastball swung on and missed for the 1st out. At the plate, Harmon Killebrew, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Ready with the 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1 and 2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
First pitch on its way.
Nope. Catch inside.
A ball and no strikes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder. Still ranging back. Gone! And with 2 out in the ninth, they have taken the lead. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Hey, with one swing of the bat, that closer better get ready. He's going to be doing some work in the bottom half of this inning.
Colin McHugh takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Number 31, Colin McHugh.
Standing in now Carlos Beltran. As he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So disaster. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And digging in is the veteran DH, Bryce Harper. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1.
Harper.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. Smoked the other way. High and deep to left. A ball that's carrying. And he can't get to it as it bounces over the wall for a ground rule double. And the tying run will be in scoring position. So now to the plate, Greg Vaughn. Long run for the right fielder. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. The 0-1 delivery. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Hernandez gathers it in. Willie Adames will come on now and pinch run here. So next to hit is Victor Martinez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those.
Oh, what a stop at first. Safe. Stepping up is Brendan Love. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. The 0-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Adames heads for the plate. Rays win. Rays win. Rays win. And they do it in walk-off style.
Your attention, please. Now running on second base, number 4.
Yeah, that ninth inning
Really?
shows the highs and lows of this crazy game of baseball. They lose the lead in the top half, and there are some somber faces in the dugout, no doubt. Then they rally in the bottom half of the inning, and those somber faces are in the other dugout. That was quite a roller coaster ride.
This evening's game comes to an end 5-4, the final tally. Tampa Bay came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Colin McHugh gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rays, 5 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.